So quickly, on my way home, I stopped at Checkers and I saw a young man carrying a knife. This one is a Miguel Hetzel design. I haven't spent any time with this knife yet. It will feature in our training video. And I was thinking, how many people actually spend time on accessing the knife? So many videos you'll see a knife already in hand and they're doing some kind of a knife sparring, kind of standing in a blender and just slicing each other up. But how many times do people actually work on accessing the blade? Now you'll find a lot of people standing with hand in the knife, boom, and good to go. Maybe on this one you can use the thumb method, or maybe you just go inside the index finger method, okay? They do this over and over and over. Make sure once you when you start doing this type of training, not to kind of leave the blade in your hand like this. Even if you're just going to cut something, build that motor memory, get it up and immediately get into a good grip. Whatever you want to do, if it's a saber grip or it's a hammer grip, it doesn't really matter. Because you need to think, what led up to me having to get this blade out? Then you go one step further. You might laugh. We see this in firearms. People stand there, draw easily. Once we start doing the different comparative arms positioning, the draw becomes more difficult. Okay? I'm standing here. Now look at this. It's deliberate. I'm not fishing for the blade. 1, 2, in, up, out, and there we go. Okay? That's for instance one position. Another position from there. Find the knife, boom, boom, step by step. We're not doing anything for speed, okay? So once you kind of get the idea of get the knife, now look at that, okay? For instance, the shirt that you have on might interfere with your accessing the blade. So if you think about it, if this happens, boom, and there's still a threat and this person's still coming, you might have to do something and then clear it and then get the blade into play. These are things that you need to prepare for. After that, if I hit Bob here, it's going to wobble and the camera's going to move, so I'm not going to go hard on him. I'll just touch it. Maybe I'm standing in my position here, and now you need to start going. But look at this. I'm going to break this down, not for speed. Punch out. 1, step, 2, 3, open. I'm doing it in separate steps. I'm not going too fast. I'm not fishing for the blade. I'm not trying to do everything together and fast. I'm just standing there. 1, get the knife, boom, out. And we are ready for action. So start, I said the camera moves a little bit, start doing that a little bit, start throwing out maybe 1, 2 combo, get the knife, bang, get it in play and draw it out, okay? It's important to increase the activity, because so the more you start increasing the activity, the more difficult it becomes accessing your blade. So train that, even if it's just by the numbers, maybe just a 1, 2 punch, step off, maybe offline, and ready to cut. Last thing that we quickly want to discuss, let's say you are being attacked, you've got the legal right to use lethal force, and you don't know what to do. You know, boxer's jab, usually with the arm that's in front, it's just a straight jab, okay, just a straight jab, or maybe just a straight kind of overhand right, okay. Those are some of the most difficult punches to block. So with a stab, let's call it 12 o'clock, you can call it angle 1, you can call it whatever you want. But one of the easiest things to do and remember, if everything goes for a bowl of crap, is straight. So think about this. If this is my hand and I'm just jabbing, boof, I'm just throwing the jab, bang, just throwing the jab out. I have the knife, what am I doing? I'm just throwing the jab out. I'm just throwing the jab out. Yes, I can now start slash, I can go straight, I can go a bit of a side, but kind of go 12 o'clock, straight down. It is very difficult to fend off, or to block, or to parry off, or to actually handle. If I'm just standing here, bam, and I'm just throwing it out straight, okay? It's just like a boxer. If I'm up here, I'm just gonna jab, bang. That's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to jab out, okay? Think about it. It's nice and relaxed. Boom! And your attacker needs to work through that. He needs to work through that. Very difficult, okay? We're now not going to say slash, or we're not there yet. That's why you come for training. snap cut, whatever you want to do. But one of the easiest things to do, you are under duress, you're under attack, and you don't know what to do, things are going haywire, I get this blade out, BAM! And I just go straight. Okay, couple of tips. Watch our page for upcoming training. We're just waiting for some equipment to come in to make the training experience better for you guys. And go buy my book, $200, it's a bargain. Thanks for tuning in.